Hello. Excited that you're here. I know it takes a lot of courage, perhaps pain or intentionality to seek out a life coach. I was right where you're at 3 years ago in 2020 when I hired my first life coach. I was like, all right, I think it's time to try this coaching thing. So today, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and what coaching is, how coaching works, how it's completely life-changing if you are ready and willing to do the work. That way you can just kind of get to know me and feel a little bit better and more informed on like what this is and what this is about. Most people I work with have never worked with a coach before. I've been doing this work for 3 years, a little over 3 years. And most of the time it's people that have never had coaching, or they've had coaching and they did not get the results they wanted, which breaks my heart. It's a topic for another day. But my name is Sydney. I am a coach credentialed through the International Coaching Federation at the second level. There's 3 levels. And the International Coaching Federation is a global organization that regulates the industry. They rigorously credential and test and certify coaches. They've been around since the 80s. I personally only trust coaches that are credentialed through the ICF because they create legitimate professional coaches that are really, really good. We don't tell you what to do. We only ask questions. So it's more of a partnership. It's not consulting or teaching or mentoring, but it's more effective asking questions versus sharing advice. And you'll probably experience that if you try out the sample session with me. A little about me. I'm kind of a weirdo. I'm definitely hilarious. I'm pretty chill and down to earth if you can't tell. I'm not the type that's gonna be in like blazers and suits and whoop your ass into shape. If that's what you're looking for though, that's great, but I'm pretty chill and I show up as a coach just as myself, and I really vibe well with people who are funny, they want to grow, they have a growth mindset, they're open-minded. Bonus, if you're spiritual, I'm super spiritual, not religious, but more kind of broad, loose spiritual, if you know what I'm saying. That's a big value of mine, so it's really fun when clients also share that value as well. I also really get along with people who are kind and trust me and think that coaching is a legitimate profession. So we want to, try out the sample session together to make sure you and I are a good fit, because that will be the biggest factor to your success as a client. Which is pretty neat, right? It's like, oh cool, all I have to do is make sure we get along and then she's properly certified and trained. And on that note, if you're thinking to yourself, this is kind of weird because I'm older than her. I do work with people 20s to 50s and I'm in my 30s, so I have worked with clients older than me. And I just like to say that, I'm not coaching you off life experience or my wisdom. I'm professionally trained as a coach. I just have different knowledge in my brain and specialized training to coach you. If you're feeling weird that I'm younger than you, it's just that I have different knowledge in my brain. That's all it is. I don't know more than you, and I'm probably not wiser than you, but I can coach you. So I like to address that. Some people feel a little funky about that, and they're like, are you gonna be able to help me? I'm like, yes, I am. All right, let's see what's next. I took notes because otherwise I'll talk for 10 years. Oh, so my specialties, if you explore the site, my main niche is mindset, which really in coaching our intention is to help get you thinking differently and then acting on that new thinking through action plans every week. But I also do what's called whole life coaching. So if you want to work on career or relationships or social life or finances or health accountability or mindset, general personal growth, we can really work on anything you want. I work with people for 6 months, and in the beginning of our work together, we just map out your top 3 goals, and those can be anything. If you want to do 4 or 5 goals, you can do that too. But since I'm only asking you questions, I can help you with any life area. But mindset is probably my favorite because it's the most impactful and it affects everything. As you'll see through the site, there are some sample results I typically see people get: being happier, having a more positive mindset, switching careers, growing a business, improving relationships, being more present, advancing your spiritual connection to something bigger, whatever that means for you. It's okay if you're religious, and I'm not. I still totally support that. Getting in better shape, taking better care of yourself, putting yourself first, feeling more peace, having more balance, work-life balance, being more mindful, enjoying life more really is what my goal is for you. I want that for you. I want that for everyone. And that's really what we're trying to help you do. I want to touch briefly on why you may not enroll with me, and I want to explain to you the sample session, and then I'm done. I know we're at 6.5 minutes. Bear with me. This stuff is important. So I want you to know this ahead of time so that you're prepared. Usually people will tell me that they cannot afford it. I want to let you know right now that's usually not true. When we see the value in something, we usually find a way to make it work. I've had people come back months later, a year later, a week later, and all of a sudden be able to afford it. And it's not super crazy expensive. But the reason people don't buy usually is a fear of risk. They don't take a lot of risks, so it freaks them out. And this isn't guaranteed, so fear of risk. They don't trust themselves to get the results that they want. They don't trust me to help them get the results that they want. I know there's other ones. I think those are the main ones, though. And remember, as a life coach, it's my job to help you remove what's in the way so you can get what you want. So if you're open to it, if any of these fears, doubts, hesitations come up in our sample session and you want to work with me, I will ask you permission if I can coach you through those obstacles. Another one came through: partner approval. That doesn't happen very often, but if you're a yes to this and your partner is like, what is this? Is she trying to sell us snake oil? We can all 3 get on a call and your partner can ask me all the questions they want. I've had women do that. Their husbands have got on a call with me and fire hosed me with questions, and I'm totally game for that. And then the husband approved and I was able to work with them. So I pretty much promise you, whatever obstacle is in the way for you for doing this, I can help you move through it if you are open to that. Now I want to touch on the sample session. Please know there's no obligation in the sample session. It's just an opportunity for you to experience working with me, coaching. And if you love it, great, we can talk about that. And if not, that's okay too. Just, there's no pressure in the sample session. And we'll either go over your top goals, what's in the way, what's possible if we can get that stuff out of the way, or if you want, we could focus on one topic, like figuring out what career I want to do, or how do I have a more positive mindset, or how do I be consistent with healthy habits. It can be anything that you want. So we can either go broad and big picture, or we can zoom in on one topic. And I'll just be asking you questions, and we'll get to know each other and just see if it feels good, because that's the most important thing. Is like, if you feel good, if you feel safe, you feel hopeful, you feel excited. It's okay to feel a little scared. I was scared shitless when I hired my first coach, but it just felt right. It's an opportunity to build a lot of self-trust. So I'm gonna stop this video now, and a weird loud vent just turned on. That's pretty great timing. I'm so excited to talk with you and give you a free sample coaching session and potentially support you with reaching your goals and enjoying your life more and being happier, healthier, wealthier, all the amazing things that you want. Chat soon.